Are you on mute? I can't hear you. Am I audible to you? You can't hear me, they say. Why? You're on mute?
Yeah. No, okay. Good morning.
Sorry, actually I'm struggling with this Zoom. I never attended so far. And also, another thing is like just before I was coming, my mom started asking medication. So I thought, let me give her and then come.
What happened to mom?
No, she was not. See, she's often getting urine infection after her hysterectomy. So I took her to uh, शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये अगजाननपद्मार्कं गजाननमहर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानां एकदन्तमुपास्महे सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा पद्मपत्रविशालाक्षी पद्मकेसरवर्णनी नित्यं पद्मालयां देवी सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती भारती पूर्णेन्दुबिम्बानना गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुमध्ये स्थितं विश्वं विश्वमध्ये स्थितो गुरुः गुरुर्विश्वं न चान्योऽस्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अनन्तार्यतनूजातं सायिनाथसमप्रभं भरद्वाजमहं वन्दे सर्वशिष्यफलप्रदम् ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं श्रीमात्रे नमः ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं श्रीमात्रे नमः. I think from 86th Nama we have to cover till 85th Nama. Yesterday we covered only one Nama. Let's start. Okay. 86th Nama is Kantadah Katiparyanta Madhyakuta Swarupini. It is having 3 Mahapranas. Tha, Kantha, Daha. Dha, Mahaprana. Madhya. There are 3 Mahapranas. So let's chant it for 5 times. ॐ कण्ठाधः कटिपर्यन्तमध्यकूटस्वरूपिण्यै नमः ॐ कण्ठाधः कटिपर्यन्तमध्यकूटस्वरूपिण्यै नमः ॐ कण्ठाधः कटिपर्यन्तमध्यकूटस्वरूपिण्यै नमः ॐ कण्ठाधः कटिपर्यन्तमध्यकूटस्वरूपिण्यै नमः ॐ कण्ठाधः कटिपर्यन्तमध्यकूटस्वरूपिण्यै नमः. This is also a 16-letter nama. Kantha means, you know, it is the neck, the throat, all including that kantha. The throat, you can say it as exactly. Kantha means throat. Adha means krindi nundi. So the lower portion of the throat, from there, kati, nadumu varaku leda navi pradesham varaku. Kati pradesham means, you know, till the nabhi, you have the placental connection portion, right? What do you call it as placenta? So that position, from the lower throat position to the nabhi position, paryanta means varaku gala sariramunu. So the place where from the lower throat to the nabhi, that place, whatever the place of your body is there, that is called as paryanta. Leda dehamunu. You can also say it as like sariramu or dehamu, right?
Okay.
Madhyakuta swarupini. So earlier nama kadikuta or vagbhavakutam we said, right? 85th nama. So there are kutas, 3 groups of aksharas are considered in total 3 into 5, 15. 15 aksharas were grouped into 5, 5 or each, or 5 floor plus 6 each in this fashion. And the first 5, if it is considered as Vagbhava Kutam or Kadi Kutam, the next considered as the Madhya Kutam. So, yesterday we had seen the Nama. When you chant the mantras which are having these sort of the Bijaksharas in the first group, mantra rupa of the form of mantra, incarnative form of mantra of Lalita. Mantra itself is a form of Lalita Mata, right? It's a mantra rupa. It's a form, mantra rupa. She is in mantra rupa. So, if you chant that mantras with those aksharas, and with the bijaksharam I, especially that it is related to the Vagbhava Bijam, we call it as, from the head to the throat position, mass physical form is referred to. Now, in the Madhya Kuta, from the lower neck to the Nabhi position, the placental position, till there, Madhya Kutam is being referred to. So, Panchadasi Mantramulo. So, we said that all 15 letters, group of 3 groups, each group having 5 letters, is considered to be as Panchadasi Mantram, right? So in this Panchadasi Mantra, whatever we said, Ka, Ye, E, La, Hreem, first group, Sa, Ka, La, Hreem, second group, third group, Ha, Sa, Ka, Ha, La, Hreem. This is the Panchadasi Mantra letters we had seen. In that, the middle group, Ha, Sa, Ka, La, Hreem అను బీజాక్షర సముదాయము కంఠం క్రింది భాగం నుండి నడుము లేదా నాభి వరకు ఉండే అమ్మవారి సూక్ష్మ శరీర భాగాన్ని సూచిస్తుంది. ఇఫ్ గాడెస్ సబ్టిల్ ఫార్మ్ is we want to see these mantras, the group of letters Ha, Sa, Ka, Ha, La, Hreem, which is the part of that Panchadasi mantra. In middle one, the middle group is referring to this position of the Mata, subtle form of the Lalita Mata. Because it is starting with Ha. Yesterday we said that in 85th Nama, because the first in the group of the letters that Ka, Ye, La, right? Ka, Ye, La, E, Hri, right? These are the letters we had seen in the first 85th Nama. That is called as Kadi Kutami or Vagbhava Kutam. Because that the first letter it is starting with K, we call Ka, it is called as Kadi Kutam. Here, because in the second group, the first letter that it is starting with Ha, we are calling it as Hadi Kutamu. So the first group of the letters Kadi Kutamu or Vagbhava Kutamu. The second one is a Hadi Kutamu, 86th Nama it is referring to, because it is starting with Ha, the Panchadasi mantras, aksharas, whatever it is in a group. దీనినే కామరాజ కూటము అని కూడా అంటారు. This is also referred as Kamaraja Kutam. Earlier Nama, the Kadi Kutam is also called as Vagbhava Kutamu. The same way here it is also called as Adi Kutamu as Kamaraja Kutamu or Kama Kutamu. Okay. So Kamaraju, we know. We call Kameshwara means Ishwar. సో సృష్టి ప్రక్రియను సూచించే కామాన్ని మహాకామం అంటారు. ఈ మహాకామానికి అధిపతి మహాకామేశ్వరుడు. We had seen in the earlier namas also the Purna Rupa when he is into to form this creation again after the destruction. That particular Swarupa is called as Kameshwara. And because he is having a greatest wish to create this entire universe again, so that he is called as Mahakameshwarudu, right? And because the nature that it is having, the quality which he is having at that particular moment to create this entire universe is called as Mahakama. So to that, whatever the preceding deity of that Mahakama is Mahakameshwarudu. ఈ కామేశ్వరుని స్థానంలో మన హృదయంలో దహరాకాశమే. సో ఇన్సైడ్ అవర్ హార్ట్ ఆల్సో, this is, see, when we are saying this entire universal creation, if you see the subtle meaning, any thoughts that are coming in your mind, it is as per your wish that you are having in your heart, right? So this is being referred to your heart position, that Mahakameshwara's place where he is residing is nothing but your heart, where you are having the greatest wish. So Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hruddeshe Arjuna Tisthati. See, it is mentioned in Gita that Ishvara Sarvabhutanam Hruddeshe Arjuna Tisthati. Because you hear, right? We are hearing in this, we are listening to this, means already Ishvara is to Sarva Bhutanam, to all the lives or all the lives that it is there in universe, it is staying in the, he's staying in the Hridisthana, means heart position. సో కంఠానికి కటి ప్రదేశానికి మధ్యనే హృదయం ఉంటుంది. వేర్ ఇస్ ద హార్ట్ లొకేటెడ్? ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ద లోయర్ థ్రోట్ అండ్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ద ప్లేస్ ఆఫ్ ద బాడీ బిలో ద లోయర్ థ్రోట్ as well as above the nabi position. In between, the key part is heart. కాబట్టి ఈ మధ్యకూటాన్ని కామరాజకూటము అని కూడా అంటున్నారు. సో యూ అండర్స్టూడ్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ as కామరాజకూటం ఆర్ కామరాజకూటం, బికాస్ the
Heart is there.
that particular Kameshwara sthana is also referred to this sthana, and this Hrudaya being located in between the lower throat and the above nabi position, this is the reason it is also called as the Madhya portion of the Madhya Kutamu. We are saying this is also called Adi Kutamu, the Madhya position, the middle position in between the lower throat to above the Nabhi or the placenta is located as heart, and the heart's residing place is none other than Kameshwara. Kameshwara is the Purna stage where he want to, it is a stage where he is having a wish, greatest wish to create this entire universe. The same way, the Kameshwara sthanas is the heart position, because anything that you are wishing, the greatest wish that you have, it is coming from the heart position. From there only the wishes gets created, right? So because of that, it is also called as Kama Rajakutamu or Kama Kutamu. And also this heart, as we seen earlier also, if any affection, love, or any sort of attachment, everything is related to the heart, and from there only these feelings are getting generated. Because of that, ఆ హృదయం కంటి కటభాగాల మధ్యలో ఉంది కాబట్టి ఈ మధ్య కూటాన్ని కామరాజకూటము అని కూడా అంటున్నాము. So this is the central position where from you are getting this attachment, love, affection, everything. So this is because of that also it is called as Kamarajkutam. So in totality, this Nama is having two ways it is being described, the meaning of this Nama. Kantadha Katiparyanta Madhyakuta Swarupinye Namaha. The first meaning is like కంఠం నుండి నడుము వరకు గల భాగాన్ని పంచదశి మంత్రంలో మధ్యకూట స్వరూపముగా కలది. సో ద ప్లేస్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ ద లోయర్ థ్రోట్ అబౌవ్ ది నాభి పొజిషన్ ఆర్ ద ప్లాసెంటల్ పొజిషన్. So this position of Lalitha Maisa is none other than, as per the Panchadasi mantra, the middle group Ha, Sa, Ka, Ha, La, Krim. If you chant this is nothing but the Madhya, the middle position of the Lalita Mata will be formed when this part of the group of letters, when it is chanted. So she is having a mantra rupa, which is nothing but the Panchadasi mantram loni Madhya Kutami. So in the Panchadasi mantra, the middle group it is being referred to, which is a symbolic representation of the physical body. None other, it is in between the lower throat to the above nabi position. That is one meaning. The other meaning is కామరాజైన కామేశ్వరునికి స్థానమైన లేదా ఆపేక్ష అనురాగాలకు కేంద్రమైన హృదయ స్థానం ఉండే కంఠం కటి ప్రదేశ మధ్య భాగాన్ని మధ్యకూట స్వరూపంగా కలది. So the subtle meaning to this again mantra rupa, what it is giving is కామరాజైన. So the Kameshwara sthana, or the place where from this attachment, affection, and love is getting generated, that place is nothing but the heart, which is located in between the kanta and the kati pradesha, below the lower throat as well as the above the kati pradesha. So that particular middle position itself is a form of Lalita Mata. So this is the total meaning of 86th Nama. We covered 86 and 85. 87th Nama we can see now, which is, this is the third group it will describe. The first group, second group, and the third group now. So this 87th Nama, let's chant it. Shakti Kutaika Tapanna Katyadho Bhagadharinyai Namaha. Katyadho Bhagadharinyai Namaha. So let's chant this. This is also a 16 letter Nama. ॐ शक्तिकूटैकतापन्नकट्यधोभागदारिण्यै नमः। ॐ शक्तिकूटैकतापन्नकट्यधोभागदारिण्यै नमः। ॐ शक्तिकूटैकतापन्नकट्यधोभागदारिण्यै नमः। ॐ शक्तिकूटैकतापन्नकट्यधोभागदारिण्यै नमः। ॐ शक्तिकूटैकतापन्नकट्यधोभागदारिण्यै नमः. So 3 Mahapranas. Adho, Bha, Bhaga, Dharinyai Namaha. So in Adho, Dho is Mahaprana, Bhaga, Bha is Mahaprana, Dharinyai Namaha, Dha is Mahaprana. 3 Mahapranas. So now
Yeah.
the Shakti Kota means this, the Kota's name itself is called as Shakti Kota. With Shakti Kota, Shakti Kotaika, we are saying, right? Shakti Kota, Ekata, సామ్యమమును ఒకటిగా చేస్తున్నట్టుగా it is like single one. Ekata, the one which is making it as a single. Apanna means pondina, she have. Kati, nadumu. Nadumu means the waist. Nadumu yokka adhobhaga. So the kati pradesha, if anyone says that, below the placental position near to the waist. So you have that placenta near to the waist, right? Below the parts which are located below the waist are called as kati pradesha. So nadumu yokka adhobhaga, nadumu yokka, kati means nadumu yokka, the waist. Adhobhaga means the lower position. Dhari means dharinchindi, she is having, she is wearing. So we seen in earlier when we are describing 85th Nama, the third group is Sa Ka La Hrim. Right? For first 5, 4 and 6. This is the way we had the letters arranged in the group. 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4. Okay. 5 is the Vagbhakutamu or Kadikutamu, Madhyakutamu or Kamarajakutamu or Hadikutamu, which is having 6 letters, and the Shakti Kutamu or this is the one which is also called as Shakti Kutamu. In this Sakala Hrim, 4 letters. Okay. So Panchadasi మంత్రములోని మూడవ కూటమి అయిన సాకాల హ్రీం అనే అక్షర సముదాయాన్ని శక్తి కూటము అంటారు. So this group is called as Shakti group. So this Shakti group is having the letters of Panchadasi mantra సాకాల హ్రీం. ఓకే, ఇది అమ్మవారి కటి ప్రదేశం నుండి క్రిందుగా ఉన్న దేహ భాగాన్ని, from the waist position to the lower parts of the body is being referred, the parts of the Lalita Mata is being referred with this Shakti Kootam. సృజనాత్మక శక్తులు ఉండటం వలన ఈ కూటాన్ని శక్తి కూటము అన్నారు. సో because she is having the powers of creation, that this and also this Panchadasi mantra of the third group, because it is having creative powers, because of that it is called as Shakti Kuta. For you to create anything, you need that energy, right? So because of that, that creativity mind you need, and that sort of creativity mind comes from your the energy which is within you. So because of that, the qualities which this group is having to have this creativity nature, that is the reason it is called as Shakti Kutamu. ఇంతవరకు చెప్పిన ఈ 3 కూటములు వరుసగా సువర్లోక భువర్లోక భూలోకాలతోనూ దేవలోక మర్త్యలోక పాతాల లోకాలతోనూ కూడా సమన్వయపరచుకోవచ్చు. సో with reference to the lokas, they say we have 14 lokas, 14 worlds, like Manava Lokam. This is the one where human beings and all we stay, right? Likewise, Patala Loka, demons will stay in that loka. Likewise, Naga Loka, Naga serpents will stay in that loka. Like Deva Loka, gods and the deities will stay in Deva Loka. Likewise, there are 14 lokas as per the Vedas. So, in reference to that, the first, these 3 different groups of Panchadasi mantra. The first group of Kadikutamu, which is having 5 letters. Second group called as Madhyakutamu or Kamarajakutamu or Hadikutamu, which is having 6 letters. The third group, Shakti Kutamu, which is having 4 letters, should be referred to in another way to Suvarloka, Bhuvarloka, Bhuloka. Bhuloka is our loka. Likewise, there are other lokas called as Suvarloka and Bhuvarloka. So we have to refer these 3 groups of Panchadasi mantra to these 3 groups of the lokas. And also, it can be referred to the other lokas, Devaloka, Martyaloka, Patala Loka. It can be referred to these lokas also. సో పురాణ కథలను ఆధ్యాత్మికంగా చెప్పుకునేటప్పుడు కూడా ఈ సమన్వయాన్ని పాటించుకోవాలి. సో వెనెవర్ వీఆర్ రెఫరింగ్ టు దీస్ ఇన్ పురాణాస్, if you see the historical itihasa as Puranas, as I said, itihasa means it happened in this fashion. So these things happened and we refer to all the worlds in those things, right? Like Nagaloka, Takshaka came, he killed Parikshit Maharaju, and then in order to, we saw that Manasa Devi story. So in order to take revenge, then Janamejaya has started this yajna. So we all see these lokas when we are reading these Puranas and understanding. So whenever you read those Puranas, you have to refer those, you have to interrelate or correlate those lokas or those worlds to these Panchadasi mantras as well, they are saying. So that you will understand the subtleness of the each of the Pauranika history. Okay, Pauranika. So whatever the history that happened, you can interrelate to the subtleness. So when they say Rama has done this, it is ultimately you have to apply it to you, right, within you. So
Right.
that is the reason they are saying you have to interpret these Panchadasi mantras to the historical incidents that happened as per the Puranas. Otherwise, you can't understand the subtleness. What is the existence of the life? So the subtle meaning of this Panchadasi mantra, whenever you are reading Puranas, it has to be interrelated to these Pauranikas. And also, Shat chakralu Sahasranamamlo kalisi 7 chakralu avutayi. So in, as per the yoga practice, meditative states, we consider Shat chakra, 6 chakras. Shat means 6. Excluding the Sahasrara. When you include that Sahasrara chakra, it will be 7 chakras, right? So from Mooladhara to Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agnya, Sahasrara. So there will be 7 chakras. ఈ 7 చక్రాలను పటంలో 7లో చూపించిన విధంగా 2 త్రిభుజాలు మధ్య కేంద్ర బిందువులాగా సమన్వయపరుస్తాయి. So what they are saying, in earlier Nama also we had seen this. When we arrange 3 chakras in a triangular format, upward triangular format, and the remaining 3 chakras on the top of that upward triangle, making this another triangle towards the downward position, then it forms a star, right? Which is having 6 corners. And in this 6 corners, one chakra we are referring to means there will be a central place which is referring to that
Correct.
top chakra, right? Swadhisthana, Sahasrara, Manipura, Vishuddha, Mooladhara, Agnya chakra. Okay. So the middle, the central position will be there. సహస్రార ఆజ్ఞ విశుద్ధ చక్రాలతో కూడిన పై శీర్షిక ఉండే త్రిభుజాన్ని ఊర్ధ్వ త్రిభుజం. We referred in this earlier namas also. So the topward triangle, the corner top facing triangle is called as higher triad, and that refers to the Sahasrara, Agnya and Vishuddha. And the downward turning triangle, if you are referring to, that is to Manipura, Swadhisthana and Mooladhara. So the lower triad. There is a central position we are saying. The central position is nothing but the fulcrum. So that is called Anahatam. So we are not saying, see, Anahatam is the middle one, the central fulcrum. Rest of all, the topward. Sahasrara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Mooladhara, downward triangle, lower triad. Higher triad, because see, the chakras which are located downwards, refer that as a lower triad. Chakras which are located upwards, consider that as a upward triad. In between, where you are placing the lower on top of the higher triad, middle position, there is a central one, which is nothing but the fulcrum. That is called Anahata, heart position, heart chakra. So, Udvatrikam ante the triangle higher triad of the higher triad which is facing towards the upward direction, that is referring to Vagbhava Kuta or Kadi Kuta. The first group of Panchadasi mantra, 5 letters, right? That also called as Kadi Kutamu or Vagbhava Kutamu. That is being referred to the higher triad here, which is having Sahasrara, Agnya, Vishuddha. These are that, right? From heart to neck.
Correct.
And the middle position, you leave it right now because that itself is being considered as fulcrum. Because we saw in 87th Nama, heart is a place where it is also called as Kamarajakutam or Kamakutam, because the where Kameshwara is residing or where from the love and affection and all it is coming out, generated. So that is called heart. In heart only you have the Anahata chakra, right? Because of that, Anahata is considered to be as a fulcrum. And the lower triad is the one which is referring to Manipura, Swadhisthana and Mooladhara. So this is the triad that it is referring to the Shakti Kutamu, the lower one. And below, and also to the below the placental position, the body parts which is referring to Lalitha Mata is called as Shakti Kutamu Visad, which is having the creativity. And as per this triad, the lower triad is referring to the Shakti Kutamu, which is having Manipura, Swadhisthana and Mooladhara chakras. సో సృజనాత్మక శక్తులు గల నడుము క్రింది భాగమును శక్తి కూడముగా కలది అని నామానికి అర్థం. సో she is having creativity sort of powers in the lower position. నడుము నుండి క్రింది భాగం వరకు శక్తి కూటముగా కలది. So that powers are in form of shakti kuta from the lower placental position body parts of Lalita Mata. That is what it is referred in the Shakti Kutaika Tapanna Katyadho Bhagadarinye Namaha. So we'll see once again all the 3 namas.
Sure. Vishnu, you said 3 lokas, na? Suvarloka,
Suvarloka, Bhuloka. That is first group it is being referred to.
First group. Yeah.
Another set will be Devaloka, Martyaloka, Patalaloka.
Okay, I did not get the second one. Voice was broken. Suvarloka? Second?
First one, Suvarloka, Bhuvarloka, Bhuloka.
Bhuvarloka. Okay.
Bhuvarloka.
Okay.
And one moment, I think in 10 minutes we'll start again. Okay. So the first 85th nama is Srimad Vagbhava Kudaika Swarupamukha Pankajaye Namaha. Srimad Vagbhava Kudaika Mukha Pankajaye Namaha. From the neck to the, from the head, top Sahasrara to the neck position, the lower throat position, I can say it as. We refer to that as Adi Kutamu or Vagbhava Kutamu. 86th nama, which is referring to Kantadah Katiparyanta Madhyakuta Swarupinye Namaha. From the lower neck position to the Nabi position, in between Anahata chakra it is referring to. It is also called as Hadi Kutamu because it is starting with Ha, and also it is called as Kamarajakutamu because it is the place where Kameshwara is residing, or the Hridisthana, or where affection, love and attachment, such sort of feelings generated from the heart, which we have Anahata chakra also located there. And 87th nama Shakti Kotaika Tapanna Katyado Bhagadarinye Namaha. Below the placental position, from the waistband, whatever the parts that are located, it is referring to the symbolic representation to the Shakti Kutamu, the group of the letters which are called as Shakti Kutamu. The lower triad, if you see it as per the meditative process, which is having Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura chakras. Because this lower part of body of Lalita Mata is being referred as per the mantra rupa, which is to the Shakti Kutamu, which is having a creativity sort of powers. Because of that only creation can happen. Okay, so now 88th Nama, what is the time now? We'll try to cover quickly 2 more Namas and then we'll wrap. Moola Mantratmika, 88th Nama. So 88 and 89, if you read both the Namas, then it will cover 16 letter Nama, which is a one pada for the as per the Anushtup Chandasu. So 88 Nama is Moola Mantratmika. Whenever you want to chant this as a single Nama, because this is a 6-letter word, you can chant it as Om Moola Mantratmikaye Namaha, Om Moola Mantratmikaye Namaha, Om Moola Mantratmikaye Namaha. Moola Mantramunu. So, the base mantra. Anaga Panchadashakshari Mantramunu. The mantra which we consider, we said that this Panchadashakshari mantra which is having 3 groups, all the mantras. Atmika, Atmaswarupamuga Galdi. Her form is in that sort of self in this mantra rupa, Moola mantra. Moola mantra is nothing but Panchadashakshari mantra. So Panchadashakshari mantraanne Moola mantramu antaru. సర్వసిద్ధి ప్రథం అవడం వలన దీనిని మూల మంత్రంగా స్వీకరిస్తారు. దిస్ ఇస్ కన్సిడర్డ్ as a మూల మంత్ర. టు మంత్రాస్, ఆల్ ద మంత్రాస్ వాట్ ఎవర్ we have, this is the base mantra they are saying. This is the prime or important mantra, because while you chant this mantra, it will bless you. The Lalita Mata, who is form of this Moola mantra, will bless you for all the wants, whatever you have, whichever the want you have as per the dharma, as per the right, you should have the right wish. Right means as which is mentioned as per the Vedas. Anni mantralu ఈ పంచదశి మంత్రానికి అంగ మంత్రాలే. So whatever the mantras are there, it is all are a part of this పంచదశి mantra, it is being referred here. కాబట్టి ఈ పంచదశి మంత్రాన్ని మూల మంత్రము, మూల విరాట్ లాగా అంటాం. So even we say, if you go to a temple, మూల విరాట్, the main deity will be there. The same way, the same way this mantra is also called as moola mantra, because all the mantras are part of this particular mantra as one part of. So ఈ మంత్రంలో బీజాక్షరాలను శరీరంలోని ఆయా స్థానాలలో న్యాసం చేసుకోవాలి. Even in there we already mentioned that, nyasa means you take those mantras and chant in association to that particular body part. So that is where you call it as Mahanyasa, Rudrabhishekam and all. So in this Moola mantra, whatever the Bijaksharas are there, you take those Bijaksharas and you have to do the Nyasa in association to that particular body part. మంత్రదేవతతో ఐక్య రూపాన్ని భావించిన వాడు తాను కూడా మంత్రదేవత స్వరూపుడు అవుతాడు. దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ you see, when you do this nyasa, you yourself will become God. You will get that sort of potential. When you chant, you are chanting these namas in order to get the blessings of these deities who are the preceding deities of those particular mantras, right? But in that particular process, you yourself will become the deity. If you are chanting Ain Bijakshara with Babhava Kutam, so whoever is the preceding deity, Saraswati Mata, right? For that, who is the president? You yourself will become, when you do this nyasa, Saraswati Mata will come and stay in you. That is the impact that you will have when you do this nyasa. అప్పుడు ఆ మంత్రదేవతను అర్చించడానికి సర్వ విధాలా తగిన అవుతాడు. అదర్వైజ్ వీఆర్ లైక్ వెరీ ignorant people and we don't follow any rules, whatever it is needed. How will we be capable to pray them? How we will be capable to touch them? How will we be capable to praise them? Because we are really as a human beings, we took birth with lot of prarabdha karma, sanchita karma basis our bad deeds. And now also we are doing certain deeds in this life. So how come we consider ourselves to be very capable until unless you don't have such love? So that is a different aspect. But with you don't follow any sort of disciplined life, how can we make ourselves to be very capable to touch them? Until unless you do this mantropasana with nyasa, then as per Vedas, it is considered that you are eligible to pray to that particular deity. That is the reason while they do Ekadasa Maharudrabhisheka, they do this Mahanyasa, they call Shiva to reside in you so that you will be capable of praying him. Otherwise, you will not be capable with this body what you got from. అప్పుడు ఆ మంత్రదేవతను అర్చించడానికి సర్వ విధాలా తగిన వాడవుతాడు. మూల మంత్రమైన పంచదశాక్షరి మంత్రమే ఆత్మస్వరూపముగా కలది. షీ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ హర్ ఫార్మ్ ఇన్ దిస్ మూల మంత్ర. సో ఇఫ్ యూ చాంట్ ఆల్ దీస్ మూల మంత్రాస్, you will get Lalita Mata Swarupa. 89th Nama, Mula Kuta Traya Kalebhara. This is a 10-letter Nama. Let's chant this. Om Mula Kuta Traya Kalebharaye Namaha. 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 Mula means Mula Mantram Yokka. So to the Mula Mantra, your Kutatraya, Traya means 3. We had seen 3 Kutamis through groups. Kalebara, we know Kalebara, skeleton, we call it as, or Shariram. See, you have this body because you have a support of a skeleton, right? Otherwise you will not